flowers were growing, and vegetables and fruits were growing profusely, and all the people were happy, and the animals were happy. Everybody was happy, with some rare exceptions. Then each case was dealt with attentively by Lord Rama himself and his brothers and the Brahmins. Compare that to modern time. We don't even think of it. See? There's garbage in the street. There's advertising signboards for useless things everywhere, blocking the view. And there are electric wires. They cut the trees. They can put them underground. They have the technology. But no, they don't want to spend the money. The politicians want the money in their pocket. See? In this state, so many of the politicians have criminal records. See? Just compare. In Ramaraj, there's no politician, there's no politics. There was only truth. All the legislators were Brahmins, real Brahmins, not just keeping a 2 rupee string. They were real Brahmins. They were clean and truthful. They didn't speak anything that was not authorized by Shastra. And they had developed senses. They could administer justice. So there was no shortage of gold and jewels. And they didn't have electricity. They didn't need, because there was all oil lamps and ghee lamps. Now we need electricity and air conditioning, because the weather is so subject to very hot and then very cold. I mean, those days, because there was so much vegetation, it was always comfortable. Warm in the daytime and cool in the evening. But if they had to have electricity, they wouldn't have the wires in front of your window. You see, they kept the wires on the window. This cable, internet cable. They don't ask me, sir, we have to keep some wire. If we keep it here, they didn't ask, just kept it in front of the window. Disturbance. And you're paying for this disturbance. The people are so unfortunate. Now, even though there's disturbance, I think we're very fortunate. We have automobile, we have two-wheeler, we have internet, we can call up, and whatever we want to eat will be delivered in 10 minutes. They think they're very advanced. They don't think that fast food is killing them. There's so many so many poisons, preservatives and color and flavors. They're all toxic. Maybe not every one, but the majority, they're toxic. And why people are dying young, and so much cancer. While maybe still in some villages somewhere, they're eating very nicely, but I think it'd be very hard to find. I mean, when I came to India, we went, it was in Nellore, I think, and we were invited to one very rich man's house, and he had so many servants, so everything was very nice. The chapatis, everything was perfect, but an ordinary man, he can't afford. But in ancient times, even ordinary man, everything was very nice. The food was very nice. There was so much vegetables and ghee. Now you cannot get. If you want good ghee, you have to pay exorbitant amount. So this is very instructive to read about and to hear about how life was in ancient times. We call it ancient times, long ago. when the king was Lord himself. Because other kings also, and since then, there are many. Life was much better. So we should try to. We can read Ramayana, because this is maybe not why people read Ramayana. I don't know how many people read Ramayana at present, but one reason to read it is to see what ideal life is, because life was so perfect, so nice, that nobody wanted any change. Nobody had any complaint against the government like we have now. Nobody is without a complaint against the government. See? Is there anybody? No. But in those days, nobody had any complaint against the government, and people from other parts of India, they heard about Rama Raja. They wanted to go and live there. They wanted to take birth there. It was so nice. Similarly, when Lord Krishna appeared, everything was very nice. The weather became very nice, and everything, vegetables and plants were growing. And now in Vrindavan, it's practically a desert, isn't it? Only these bamboo trees are growing, not low-class trees. So this is one reason we read Ramayana, and we can appreciate it like that. But practically, though, how can we do good for ourselves and good for other people? How can we do? By chanting. And we're chanting Hare Ram, but that is actually Balaram. Because Krishna and Lord Rama are the same, but they have different functions and for their incarnations. We are chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has instructed. And not only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but even the Shastras in olden days, all the Upanishads, the Vedas, the Bhagavat, the Puranas, the Bhagavad Gita, they all advocate chanting Hare Krishna. You speak English? Kuncham. And this other lady? Huh? No? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry I don't know Telugu. Really.
We are
Huh?
following it.
Huh?
We are following it and we are
But what if somebody doesn't understand English? Difficult. Still, you can get the idea. You can get some idea, even without understanding anything. Who is this person? What is he doing? And chanting Hare Krishna. What is going on? And then there are books. So even without understanding, somebody can get the idea. People buy our books. Somebody bought books today? See? Just we go a short route and 5 people bought books. And they don't know who we are, what we are, but they think this is something special. Let me see. It's got something to do with Dharma. So let me take a book and find out. So you see, that is proof that the statements in the Shastras are correct. There's that verse in the Puranas, Brihan Naradiya Purana, Har Nama, Har Nama, Har Nama, Eva Kevalam, Kalau nasteva, 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 gatir anataha. Chanting Hare Krishna, repeated 3 times, no other way. According to Vedic principle, you repeat something 3 times, it's a Mahavalkya. You accept it as absolute truth. You may say something once, and at another time you say something that is not in harmony with that. But if you repeat something 3 times, it means it's a fixed, it's an axiom. Kali Yuga, Nama Rupa Krishna Avatar. Har Nama, Eva Kevalam. Kalo Nasteva, 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 Gatirana. In Kali Yuga, there's no other way but the chanting of Hare Krishna to purify our consciousness. See? Our consciousness is so contaminated by material, by material consciousness. Somebody is thinking, I'm a rich man. Somebody's thinking, I'm a Brahmin. Somebody's thinking, I'm superior. Why people are not respecting me? Somebody's thinking, I have so much resources. Let me get the best that the world has to offer. Let me send my children to America to die of gunshots or vaccine, so-called vaccine, or car accident. Today I saw on the cell phone, some cars have a video camera on the front, on the dashboard, and they keep it on. I don't know why. So some person showed they're driving behind another car, and in the other lane on the highway, a pickup truck. In America, a lot of people drive pickup trucks. Some front wheel came off. I don't know how, and went in front of the car that was in front of the recording car. The recording car ran over the wheel. It was rolling, and I don't know, it went up like this, or the car went flipping, all pieces were flying everywhere. See, if you're going to the supermarket and this is what happens to you. Very dangerous. This is Kali Yuga. Just to go buy some vegetables at the supermarket, you may not reach there. I don't know what happened to the people in the car in front. But the car flipped upside down and pieces were flying everywhere. And it came to rest. So, a very dangerous life. You see, in America, does anybody know how many thousands of people die every year by gunshots? Guns are available to everybody practically. You get your green card. I don't know if you can get permit. Maybe you have to be a citizen. And you go to the gun supermarket, big shops. You can buy any kind of gun, automatic rifle. Okay? So I think hundreds of people, if not thousands, die every year of gunshots. Is this nice life? Are you aware of this? So this is all false. This is all Maya. So this Krishna consciousness process is meant to, it is the highest form of yoga. Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 4, in the last verse, Yoginam api sarvesham mad gatir antaratmanaha. that the one who worships him is the highest yogi. So we are worshipping Krishna, not so much. Some people have very simple puja arrangements. Some people have, you can see on internet, some people have in their house, very elaborate. They invested lakhs of rupees, all gold, and they're worshipping Krishna or Rama or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But above all, we are worshipping Krishna by performing this Harinam Sankirtan. That is the recommended process. Kalo nasteva 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 atiranata. This deity worship like this, that is secondary. If I was not old, a little old, and also body is not working properly, I would go out every time with you also. I'd lock the house. Now they say, no, I have to take care of Krishna. No, I'll go. I used to go. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll go again. Wood, touch wood. Because it's the most satisfying to the soul, because it is the real Dharma. Okay? So even children, these boys, they're very nice. They like to go on Sankirtan. The previous tenant downstairs, they had one girl, daughter. The mother said, yeah, you go with them. She was so happy. Remember once? She was just going up and down, chanting just like it is natural for the soul. So even if we're not able to do it fully, like full time, living in a temple, or like me, I have nothing else to do. Of course, I have to look after paying electricity bills and all these normal things. But my main program, my real program is how to help spread this. So everybody has some ability, cooking or painting, all these. You see on internet so many pictures painted by devotees, expert artists, so expert. Beautiful pictures of Krishna. Nobody's ever seen like that before. Some people know how to do welding and drilling and making things. Other people know how to cook. Just I said, and here comes the cook. This is. So it's very nice if there can be cooperation between many individuals to make nice programs and invite people, and this way we spread the movement and spread Dharma. This is success in life. Like sometimes I used to see a lot written on the bus, make success. What is make success? They mean you graduate from our college, pay us only 2 lakhs per year, and you get our degree, and then you will be success. You'll get a good job and go to America and make a lot of money if you don't get killed or die of something, and that's make success. What is that? It's bogus. It's false idea. The real success is how to please Krishna. Okay? So in Kali Yuga, this Sankirtan movement is the recommended process. So if we make our house into a temple, and all these everything else is unnecessary. Krishna arranges For Krishna is a big problem to see that you get a few rupees to pay for the electricity. No. Some people, they appreciate, they hear the kirtan and they like. One lady last few days ago, she came and gave 500 rupees, just like that. Because, so in that way money comes, you don't have to worry. So everybody should make their house a temple, and you should think about associating with other people with the same interests. This is most important. We can't become spiritual just by sitting and thinking, or by even yoga, this Ashtanga yoga. No. You have to hear about Krishna. You have to hear about Krishna. Just like I said, one lady gave 500 rupees. That is bhakti. So when we hear about bhakti, then we make little progress in our bhakti. So that's why it's necessary to be among devotees. So we should think like that, to hear about Krishna's different incarnations, and especially about how the chanting of Hare Krishna is so nice and powerful, and a nice prasad, a nice dress. Thank you very much. Any questions or comments? So now we're going to offer Pushpanjali.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody will offer flowers to Lord Ramachandra.